Freedom of speech is under assault in America. The very popular social media account Libs of TikTok has been targeted by the left-wing mob for daring to expose their own radicalism. How so? By showing outrageous, comical, outright frightening videos that liberals post of themselves. No twisting of words, nothing out of context. It's straight from the liberals' mouths themselves and cameras, bringing attention to all of America, the radical LGBTQ indoctrination and grooming that's happening in our schools across America. And because of that, the creator of Libs of TikTok has essentially gone into hiding. Why? Because she's receiving a wave of hate and death threats from crazed liberals. Drum roll, please. She joins us now to tell us all about it. Libs of TikTok, welcome back to the show. First off, how are you, and can you tell us about these death threats?
Hi, Eric. It's so nice to be here again. I'm doing well right now. About 2 weeks ago, we had a situation where the big leftist accounts on Twitter were riling up all their followers to send me death threats and hate messages, calling me without evidence, a terrorist, and all of these bad things and accusations. So I ended up having to leave my home because I wasn't sure, what was serious and what was not, and I just didn't feel safe here. So I ended up leaving for a couple of days. So it was pretty stressful, but thank God now things have calmed down a bit.
Yeah, is law enforcement doing anything about it?
I haven't reported any of them. There was one that I reported, and nothing was really done about it. But if I see one that I think is a serious threat, then I'll definitely be in touch with law enforcement.
Good. Elon Musk came to your defense on Twitter asking why Twitter hasn't removed some of the accounts that are threatening you. Tell us about it. Has he reached out to you, or has anything gone further with that?
No, nothing further, but I really appreciated that tweet. It meant so much to me. I mean, he doesn't even know me, and he was standing up for me. He's one of the most powerful, influential people in this country, and it meant so much to me.
Yeah, and after Taylor Lorenz from the Washington Post doxed you, it's nice having someone like Elon Musk come to your defense, but tell us a little bit about that. If our audience may not know what happened with Taylor Lorenz, Washington Post reporter, tell us that story.
So Taylor Lorenz decided to dox me and reveal my identity and some information about me personally. And, ever since then, the attacks have gotten more personal, obviously because now everyone knows my name and other information. And she continues to do that on her Twitter page, and she went on a lot of interviews also discussing it. So it definitely changed my life. Now that my name is known throughout the world, and I am learning how to live with that.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Taylor Lorenz went to family members, went to friends, also tried to get them to talk about you. Again, you were anonymous prior to Washington Post reporter Taylor Lorenz doxing you, exposing your identity, and thereby putting your life at risk. So we want you to hold tight, because this is very special to get you on, because I know you've been very, very scarce on TV because of what's been going on, the death threats and such. So please hold tight. We're going to bring you back right after the break, if you will. We'll be right back, folks.
A lot of white allies and accomplices ask, how can they support Black and Indigenous people of color? And sometimes I really don't know what to say, but here's one easy way. Just don't have babies.
At this point, I am pretty much full-time teaching high school Spanish and a little bit of full-face drag. My admin's actually very okay with me wearing heels. I'm coming to school in drag sometimes. I used to put on makeup, but now it's too early in the morning, so that's not happening anymore. But yeah, they're pretty cool with it.
Yeah, and also today I noticed you posted a young lady who wanted to not be called a young lady. She wanted to be called a bird. Libs, where do you find this stuff?
Yeah, so most of it is from TikTok, especially the teachers. They're very happy to go onto TikTok and share with everyone how they are indoctrinating their students, and I gladly take that and repost it to Twitter.
It's very scary. And I talk to our audience here. It's not hard for you to find this content, is it? It's all over the place across America. These teachers are talking about how they want to come out of the closet and become, you know, outright gay to their 5, 6, 7-year-old students.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's very common. I do dig through a lot of TikToks to find teachers discussing this, but it is very common and it's very scary.
Do you have any examples of teachers who've been, you know, pulled out of the classroom because you've exposed some of the shenanigans and antics they've been up to?
Yeah, I think the most viral one was actually a professor who he went on an interview and he was discussing why we should destigmatize pedophilia. Really, really crazy, scary stuff. And he ended up being fired. He was placed on leave and then he resigned.
I remember that. I remember he said he called them something like young loving people or something to that effect. Isn't that what it was?
They call them MAP, minor attracted person.
That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And you keep exposing them. And again, these people are teaching our children. What are your thoughts on some of the stuff we've been seeing about these drag shows, these drag shows for young children? They're watching them. They're watching, you know, it's Pride Month.
I mean, it's obviously disgusting. It's a sexualized thing. It does not belong around children. And my takeaway, one of the takeaways is the fact that the left is pushing so hard against this, and they even got me temporarily suspended because of the content I was posting about drag, just reinforces to us that this is something that they know it's bad and they're trying to hide, and they don't want us exposing it and talking about it and noticing what they're doing.
It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. They want to do what they want to do, even when it's exposing young children to some of the disgusting content. And all you're doing is reposting their words and their pictures. You're not cutting it for context. You're just reposting. It's amazing. Libs of TikTok doesn't go on a lot of television shows, but we really appreciate you coming on our show. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Thanks.